Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm your computer teacher from IYS Schools. This is our second lesson of computer for class 6. Before starting today's lesson, first I'm sharing some instructions in front of you all. So please students listen it very carefully. Don't raise hands during lesson. Ask questions at the end of the lesson or teaching. Use hand-free if you are using mobile and headphone for computer use. Feed your ID and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home tasks should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the teaching, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. One more thing, kindly turn off your video during the lesson. Now we are going to take a start of today's lesson. Lesson number 2, chapter number 1, that is the computer system. Topics of the day are software, types of software, and computer languages. So, our first topic is software. What is software? The term software refers to the computer programs that are needed for running or operating a computer system. What does it mean? We have a term software, and what is software? Basically, software is a computer program. And why we need software? We need software for running or operating a computer system. Software is a computer program which is needed for running or operating a computer system. Or we can say that without any software, we cannot operate our computer properly, or we cannot operate it if there is not any software in our computer. So software is very important for operating or running a computer system. Okay, software is classified into two types. The first one is system software and the second one is application software. We have two main types of software, that is system software and application software. And system software is further classified into five categories. The first one is operating system. The second one is interpreter. Third one is compiler. The fourth one is drivers. And the fifth one is assembler. These all are the five further classifications of system software. Same like that, application software is further divided into two classifications, that is package and utility. This is the main structure of software. I'm repeating, giving you a little overview of software, that we have two main classification of softwares: system software, application software, and these are further divided into more categories. So in the next slides, one by one, we will discuss each classification of software. The first one is system software. What is system software? System software refers to programs designed to control the operation of a computer system. What does it mean? Simply it means that system software is basically a program, and this program is designed to control the operation of computer system. It controls the programs, it controls the operation of computer system. These programs assist in running application programs. Okay, system software is used when we operate any software, when we assist any software during running any application. So system software help us at that time. So what is the main purpose or the main function of system software? It is a program that is designed to control the operation. It controls the operation of computer system while running any application program. So the system software is further classified into operating systems, driver, interpreters, compilers, and assembler. So the first system software is operating system. Okay, operating system. An operating system is a master control program that is that runs a computer. Basically, operating system, we can say that it is a main program or it is a master control program of software that runs a computer. The main task of operating system is it runs the computer system. Without operating system, computer cannot run any type of program. So, operating system is a master control program that runs the computer. It controls the flow of signals from the central processing unit to the various parts of a computer. The second function of operating system is that first it collects the signals from the central processing unit, that is our CPU, and then transfer it into the various part of the computer. Operating system take the signals from the CPU and then transfer these signals to the various part of the computer. Then our computer system easily run and operate any type of program and any type of operation. Some popular operating systems are, nowadays we are using some popular operating systems that are Windows, Android, Linux, and Mac operating system. We have some pictures of all these operating system. The first one is Android, Windows 10, Microsoft Windows, Ubuntu, Linux, Mac operating system, and Chrome operating system. So these all are the popular operating systems which we are using nowadays. Okay. Now we are moving towards the next software. The next is drivers. So what is drivers? A driver is a computer program that enables a computer to interact with a hardware device such as printer, a flash, and USB drive. So, in a simple words, we can say that driver is basically a hardware devices which interacts with our computer. Which type of hardware devices? Like printer. The function of printer is that it interacts with our computer. It is not a part of our computer system, but when we interact our hardware devices to our computer, they will run and process the operation. So these devices are printer, flash, USB. USB drive is also a hardware device. When we put it in our CPU, it interacts with our computer and then it runs and do the operation. So basically, driver is a computer program that enables, they have a capability to interact with other hardware devices such as printer, flash, and USB drive. Okay. This is USB drive. All of you have seen it. This is a USB drive and this is printer. These are also hardware devices. Both are hardware devices which can easily interact with our computer system. Now, the next one is compiler. A compiler is a program that translates a high-level language program into a machine language program. Compiler is basically a language that translates high-level language code programs and then convert it into machine language programs. The compiler first read the whole program. Step by step they are working. Compiler first read the whole program and then at one go translate it into machine language. After reading the whole program, it convert the complete program and translate it into a machine language. The translated program is called the object program or object code. what we say that translated program is also called the object program or object code. Here we can see the how compiler works in a computer. First, we have to write the source code. The very first step is we have to write the source code. Then process is starting. Compiler read the complete code which we have typed in our system. Then the next step is machine code. When compiler read the code, then it transferred it into the machine code. After translating and converting, output will be given. So these are the steps that how compiler works in our computer system. Now the next one is interpreter. An interpreter is a program that translates one statement of high-level language programs into a machine code and execute it. What is it? Okay, what is the difference between compiler and interpreter? They can read the whole statement, but interpreter is a program that translates one statement at a time. They can only read one statement at a time of high-level language program and then a machine code and execute it. An interpreter is a smaller program than a compiler. Why it is a smaller program than a compiler? You can see that compiler is a program which can translate the complete program code, but interpreter is a program which can only read one statement at a time. So that's why interpreter is a smaller program than a compiler. Now, how interpreter works? Simple. First, we have to write source code. After writing source code, process is starting. Interpreter will read only one statement of source code. After reading, convert it into machine code and then give the output. So this is the process that how interpreter work in our computer system. The interpreter works basically in three different steps. The first one is source code. First we have to write the source code. Then interpreter will read only one statement of source code and then give you the output. Now moving towards the next one. The next one is assembler. What is assembler? An assembler is a program that translates an assembly language program into a machine language program. Simply, in a simple words, we can say that assembler is also a program which translates an assembly language program into a machine language. It converts assembly language into a machine language program. What is the function of assembler in software? The function of assembler is that it is a program that can translate an assembly language and convert it into machine language program. Now, these all are the five categories of system software. Now we are starting application software. So what is application software? Basically, application software is designed to help users. Users mean you, me, the person who are using a computer system that is known as user. So it is a software that is designed or that is uh, made for help of user to do some type of work. Let's suppose if we want to do any type of work in our computer system, so application software is very helpful for the user to do some type of work. It can be classified into two categories, packages and utilities. Here we have two different further classifications of application software. We will discuss that which type of applications are that package and utilities and which type of task or work we can perform in our application software. So first I'm showing you the slide of application software. These are the different type of application software. You can see we have different softwares like Windows 7, Windows XP, Microsoft Windows, Linux, Android, Red Hat, Ubuntu. So these we have different collection of software here. Now we will discuss which type of application software we need in our computer system to running and operating our computer programs. Now the first one is packages. Okay, what is package? A package is a computer application consisting of one or more programs created to do a particular type of work. So a package is basically a computer application and it consists of one or more programs. Packages consist of one or more programs. You can do different type of work in packages. It's mean that let's suppose you are working on one software. If you want to do the work on another software, so you can use multiple software at a time. So package is a computer application which consists of one or more programs that are created to do a particular type of work. Now let's see which type of work we can do in our packages. Word processor such as WordPad, Pad and Word 2013. This is MS Word. Why we use MS Word? For our documentation work, for typing work. So this is the first application software. This is the logo of MS Word. Now the second one is if you want to do graph work, want to do or make any type of presentation, so which one software we need? We need PowerPoint. It's up to you which one version you are using, 2013, 2010, 2007. But when we are doing a graph or presentation work, we need a software that is PowerPoint. And PowerPoint is an application software. The next one is spreadsheets such as Excel. Spreadsheets mean your timetable, your schedule, your billing, your payment, your these type of all spreadsheets. You can do these type of work on. So what we have discussed different type of packages like MS Word, MS PowerPoint, and MS Excel. So these are the most popular software which we are using in our package application. Okay, now we are moving towards the next one. The next one is utilities. So what is utilities? A utility is a program designed to do maintenance work on the system or on system components. So what is the function of utility? Basically, it is a program which is designed to do maintenance work, to maintain our computer or computer components or system components. Like sometime we are using our computer and it's become hang. Suddenly it's become hang. So these type of maintenance work we have to do in our utility program. So which type of programs are these? These are backup softwares such as Amanda and Box Backup. The next one is antivirus software such as McAfee, Quick Heal, and Norton. And the next one is disk defragmenters and disk compression utilities. So these all are the softwares which we use while our maintenance work when we need any type of maintenance in our system or in our system components. So these all are the pictures of our antivirus softwares such as Norton's, McAfee, Quick Heal. These are the most popular softwares nowadays we are using mostly. Okay, so now the next one is computer languages. Computer language is further classified into two broad categories, that is low level languages and high level languages. Low level language is further classified into machine language and assembly language. Now, one by one, we will discuss about computer languages. A computer language is also called a programming language. What we say that computer language is also called a programming language. Why? Because programming language is a combination of symbols, letters, alphabets. All these things are used in our programming language, and it is used to write and develop software programs for the computer. Why we use computer languages? We use computer languages for creating new or different type of software programs for the computer. Computer language can be classified into two broad categories, which we have already discussed in our flowchart, that is low-level languages and high-level languages. So these all are the languages which are using nowadays, and the most popular languages are Pascal, Java, C Sharp, PHP, Basic, COBOL, Fortran, C++, JavaScript. These all are the popular languages for developing a new and a different softwares. Okay, now the first one is low level languages. Low level language is further classified into two languages, that is machine language and assembly language. The first one is machine language. What is machine language? It is the language that the computer understands and can execute directly without translation. The functionality of machine language is that it can understand our language and can execute directly without any translation. It cannot translate, it directly execute our language code. This is a specialty of machine language. In machine language, each instruction is written in the form of a long string of zeros and ones. Which type of code is used in our machine language? Zeros and ones language is used. These programs are, however, very difficult to write, as we all know that the language of zeros and ones are very difficult while writing, while typing. But as compared to assembly language is a simple language. How it is simple? Assembly language was the first computer language to use words made with letters of the English alphabet. Assembly language is a language that we have to made it with letters of English alphabets, and English alphabets are very easy while typing or while writing. So that's why it is simpler and easy as compared to machine language. Okay, assembly language was developed in 1950. In assembly language, each instructions to the computer is written using a letter combination. In assembly language, we will use a letters of English alphabet. But in machine language, we will use zeros and ones language. Okay, now the next one is high level languages. What is high level languages? The wide use of computer by the mid 1950s led to the development of high level languages. These languages use English and mathematical symbols, and they make computer programming simpler. In high level language, we have a combination of English letters and mathematical symbol. These are the combination of two things, English and mathematical symbols. Then we can easily type and develop any type of software. Okay, and we can say that computer programming is simpler. A program in a high level language is called a source program. Some examples of high level languages are, these are the popular examples of high level languages: Basic, COBOL, Fortran, C, C++, and Java. Here we have some important and some famous languages: C++, that is Fortran, basic programming, COBOL, and Java. These all are high level languages. So now it's time to share a home task in front of you all. So kindly student, note down the home task, take the screenshot. Okay, what you have to do? First you have to make a title page. Then you have to frame 20 MCQs, which I have told you in the previous lesson. Now, after MCQs, what you have to do? Start the question answer session. So, our first question is, differentiate between hardware and software, input devices and output devices, low level language and high level language. system software and application software, and compiler and interpreter. So what you have to do, you have to make two columns, the first one for hardware and the second one for software, and write down two difference for each term. Let's suppose you are writing hardware, so you have to write down 2 points of hardware and 2 points of software. Same like that, you have to write down two difference of each term. So this is our question number 1. Kindly note down the question. Okay. Now question number 2. The question number 2 is define the following term, and the terms are LCD projector, plotter, Braille printer, operating system, and driver. You have to write down the definitions of all these terms. Question number 3. Write about the following input devices. You have to write down about 3 lines, maximum 2 lines or 3 lines. Okay, the first one is barcode reader. The second one is magnetic ink character reader, optical character reader, and card reader. So you have to write down about all these input devices. Question number 4. Draw a flow chart on classification of software. It is also present in your book. You can take help from your book, textbook. The next question is draw a mind map on classification of computer. It is also present in your book. And the last question, question number 6 is what is package and utility? Write the definition of package and utility. So this is your home task. Kindly students, do it very neat and clean. Do your work very properly. First you have to make title page, then outline of the lesson, then frame 20 MCQs in your fair copy. After MCQs, you have to start the question answer sessions. Now it's time to wind up the class. Inshallah, we will start it on next class. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.